Morning, children. This is your commerce period, and I will be continuing the last topic, that is sources of finance for a joint stock company. Now, children, I had already completed with the shareholders, types of shareholders. Now, today I would like to take up with the new topic, that is debentures. But before starting with the topic, I would like to tell you that what I had observed, children, that regarding the previous videos which I have already uploaded, when I was going through the views, I found that very few of you have gone through the videos. Children, you all are requested to take these PPTs and videos as your lecture in our class, because these topics which are being taught to you once will not be repeated. Remember, and you have to do the assignments in your registers which are being given to you date wise. So please follow my instruction. All right, and hope so that now you will watch all the videos which have been previously uploaded, and even the today which I am going to upload. All right, because these are very helpful for the part of explanation. All right, don't take it as granted. Now today, moving ahead with the next topic, that is debentures. Now children, as we were discussing when the beginning of the chapter was there, I told you that there are two things which are being found in your topic or sources of finance. That was borrowed fund, all right, and the owned fund. We have discussed about owned fund. Now when we are going to talk about borrowed fund, now here from this debentures we are going to discuss about the borrowed fund. Now what are borrowed fund? First of all, I would like to discuss the meaning of borrowed fund. When we talk about a borrowed fund basically refers to the fund which is raised through debentures, loans from banks, financial institutions, and public deposits. These all are considered as borrowed fund. Now the very first topic according to the borrowed fund is debenture. Your book also says that debentures are borrowed fund. Now moving ahead, it says here whatever is being defined, I am explaining you that debentures constitute the borrowed fund, all right, of company. They are known as creditorship securities because debenture holders are the creditors of the company. First of all, it's a borrowed fund. Debentures are borrowed fund. Then secondly, it is clarifying that debenture holders are always considered as creditors. Creditors are the person from whom a company, a firm, or an organization borrow funds. Alright. Debenture capitals may therefore be called debt capital also. Alright, note it down somewhere that debenture capital or debenture is always been considered as a debt capital. Then debenture, what is actually debenture? As I told you that share, when we were discussing share is a part of your subscribed capital. A nominal portion of capital is called share. Now debenture, when we discuss, told you that it's a borrowed fund, then it is a credit. Debenture holder is always known as a creditor. Then it's a debt capital. Now what is this document? This type of a document, it's a certificate which is issued by the company under its seal as an acknowledgement of debt. Whenever a firm borrows money from the debenture holders, then they issue a certificate, alright, an acknowledgement, and this acknowledgement has the seal of the company assuring that this much amount is being borrowed by the firm or the company. It is also known as undertaking to repay the specified sum with interest to its holder. Holders of debentures are also called debenture holders. Alright. Your book also defines the same thing as I had explained you. Here your book says debenture denotes borrowing of company and presents its loan capital. Then it says debenture holders are creditors of company. Debenture holder is a document of a company which is issued by a company as a proof of money lent to it by the holders. Holders means the debenture holders who are giving the money. Alright. It is a acknowledging of debt as well as undertaking to repay the specified sum with interest on the prescribed date. Debenture is a certificate issued by a company under its common seal. Then it says as acknowledgement of debt with or without a change on the company's assets. Alright. According to Elvin Thomas, he says a debenture is a document under the company's seal. A company issue these which provides the payment of principal sum, interest thereon at a regular interval, which is usually secured by fixed or floating changes. Now the characteristics are given in your book. What are these? Debentures represent, I told you that it's a borrowed fund. Then it is a paid form. Fixed rate of interest is being paid on it. Then it says interest is payable every year. Alright, you cannot, as dividend depends upon the profit, but debentures pay whatever interest you have to pay regularly every year. Debentures generally carry no voting right. Debenture holders do not have any kind of voting powers. Debentures generally involve a charge on the asset of the company. Alright, they are, if the company is unable to clear the debts, then in that very case debenture holders can release their money by acquisition of the fixed assets. If interest or borrowed sum is not paid to the debenture in time, they can take legal actions, like during the time including winding up and other time period, they can ask for the claims of their amount. Debentures are repayable after a specified period or at the time of winding up of a company. Alright, then in your book there is distinction between shares and debentures, which you can go through in the tabular form. It is there mentioned. Alright, I am going to tell you where it is. Come to the next page. The next page is page number 54. On 54 there is a distinction. Alright, you have to learn this distinction, and if you find any problem you can discuss with me. Now moving ahead, kinds of debentures. Now what are kinds of debentures? The very first I would like not with the sequence wise, I am just telling you about. First is naked and mortgage. Now in naked or simple debenture are not secured as no property is pledged or mortgage on their issue. They are more promises to pay. Alright, in case of default, the debenture holders can merely sue the company for recovering their money. On the other hand, there is secured or mortgage debentures, which are issued by creating a fixed and floating charge on the fixed assets. If the company makes a default in payment, then the debenture holder can recover their dues from the mortgage of property. So here two types are there: mortgage, or you can say secured and unsecured, naked and mortgage. Then moving ahead, naked and mortgage we had done. Now moving ahead, the next is redeemable and irredeemable. Now redeemable and irredeemable, when we discuss about redeemable debentures, these are the debentures which are payable after a predetermined period during the lifetime of a company. These can be paid on the specified date. Alright. Now irredeemable, when we will discuss irredeemable debentures, are those debentures which are not repayable during the lifetime of the company. They are paid only at the time of winding up of a company. These are irredeemable. Then next category is bearer debentures and registered debentures. Now what are bearers debentures? When no record of such debenture is kept by the company, they can be transferred by simple delivery without any formal notice to the company. They are known as bearer debentures. Registered debentures, these are the names of the holders of such debentures are recorded in the company's book. Interest and principal sum is paid only to the registered holders. This is about registered debentures. Then moving ahead, convertible and non-convertible debentures. Now what are convertible debentures? Convertible such debentures carry option to their holders to convert their holdings into shares. Alright, after a specified period, these debentures can be convertible into shares. That are convertible debentures. Non-convertible debentures, these debentures are those debentures which cannot be converted into shares at any moment. They remain as a debenture, or the holder is always known as a creditor. So this was about types of debentures. Then there are advantages and disadvantages which are being given in your book. Now advantages and disadvantages which are there in your book, you can go through the advantages and disadvantages, and this much is, I think so, clear in your mind whatever I had taught today. Now I'll take the next topic, that is advantages. First advantage is appeal to cautious investor. Here it says that large